welcome to today's episode of the Nigerian Bossman. It's day 3 of the protest, and I'm very happy to see how Nigerian youths have sustained the protest despite the attempts by the federal government to frustrate things. And my heart goes to the families of those who have lost their lives in this particular protest. The 16 people who lost their lives in Borno, and those who have lost, who the police have killed, unfortunately, in the process of this protest. So my heart goes out to you. Your sacrifice will never be forgotten, because we know that this particular protest that's underway will be a strategic decider for the future of Nigeria. So you will never be forgotten. Your name will be in history, but my heart goes out to your families who have suffered this unfortunate loss. Today is the 3rd day of the protest, and I'm really very happy that the Nigerian youth and even some elderly people have joined the protest, and the momentum have been sustained. There are a few things I want to point out. I've heard during the course of the protest that people are talking about return of the subsidy. Return of the fuel subsidy should not be what we are talking about. What we should be talking about right now is to give the federal government 2 months to finish fixing of the refineries, and also to allow the Dangote refinery to go into full production within 2 months. If this does not happen, then Nigerians will go back on the streets again. This is what we should be doing, because we know that the fuel subsidy had always been a big problem for Nigeria. It has been one of the avenues through which billions of dollars have been siphoned from our country. We know how right from the Jonathan government, even before that time, we have seen round tripping, even people sailing out of our waters into Benin Republic with empty tankers, and then coming back to claim fuel subsidies. We saw all this during the report that came when this issue was investigated, but up to now, those people have not been prosecuted. So we should not give basis for this subsidy to return, but rather what I think we should push for is that refineries should be fixed and functional. The billions that have been spent so far should be justified, and these refineries should go into full production within 2 months. That's what we should be going for, not for a subsidy. Then I've also seen that people are calling for the president to address the nation. It is not the people who calls for the president to address them. Any president who knows his responsibility, any leader who knows his responsibility, should be able to carry the people along, should be able to connect to the people, should be able to give them update concerning whatever situation is. And if there is an agitation, as we can see in Nigeria today, any responsible president will come out to address the people. So if the president does not address the people, this protest should continue as long as it will take for him to come out, because he manipulated his way into office, and now he should be ready to carry the responsibilities that come with the office. And so Nigerians should not beg Bola Ahmed Tinubu to come to address them. It is his duty to address the citizens of Nigeria. And it's surprising that because their old methods have not worked, they have become so frustrated. And what are the old methods? The issue of using religion to divide people, the issue of using ethnicity to divide people, the issue of using party lines to divide people. But we have seen that these cards have not worked during this protest. And I must commend Nigerians. You see, I'm happy that this hard situation, the hunger in the land, has now united the people, because like most people have always been saying, hunger does not know your ethnicity, hunger does not know your religion, hunger does not know your state of origin. It's a universal force. It connects everybody, and that's exactly why we see that Nigerians are united like never before. Because these people, they have tried to use all these strategies they had used before to divide the people, but that has not worked. So I commend Nigerians for the government have now opened the Pandora box, because it has always been a mystery. This present youth have really not tasted sustained protest like many of us did in our younger years in school. So they have now come to taste it, and they see that the power really belongs to them. And also, I commend the police, those who have done their jobs as they should. I've seen the police in Rivers State, the police in Edo State, how they have connected with the people, addressing them and respecting them. This is how it's supposed to be. It is the duty of the police to protect the people and allow them carry out their protest peacefully without causing any kind of damage. It's unfortunate to see what had gone on in the north, in Kano, and Meduguri and some other places where people went looting. That is not what this protest is all about. If you go out to loot, you are nothing but a thief, just like these people we are all standing against. So we should not compromise the objective of this protest. The objective of this protest is to return sanity to leadership in Nigeria. And so we should ensure that this protest is a peaceful one. I'm happy that the people in the north, they have defied the curfew set by the government in some of the northern states. In a situation like this, how can you set up a curfew? You have set at this the governor, I think it was is it Borno State or so, who came out to declare a 24-hour curfew, only lifting it for people to go out to the mosque to pray. But I'm happy that that has been rubbish right now. The people have been out on the streets, continuing their protest. So what the government should do in this stage where they have been crisis is that they should ensure that the police and other security forces are there to guard the people, to ensure that their protests proceed in a very peaceful manner, so that there won't be degeneration of any sort. The other point that I'm touching in this video is that the politicians of Nigeria, APC to be specific, they have still not come to terms with reality. Because I hear, for example, Uzodinma saying that the cabal that Bola Ahmed Tinubu dismantled is the one behind the sponsorship of this protest. You see, it is only a blind person, it is only an unreasonable human being that is oblivious of the situation Nigerians are in right now. Because Nigerians are in dire straits. In my previous video, you saw the yam that a family member of mine bought for 6,000 naira, a tuber of yam, something that would have been maybe in 3 years back, it was for 500 naira, and even 2 years back, 1,000 naira, and now being sold for 6,000 naira. How many families can afford that? We have seen during this protest the teacher selling, the former teacher selling ice drinks. We have seen people express their lamentations, the woman with an empty pot. So it shows the dire strait Nigerians are in, because these people don't go to the market. They get everything, they are spoon-fed by the state, and so they have lost touch with reality. They don't know what the electorate, the people who got them into power, what they are going through. So they keep blaming the opposition. You see, this is not about opposition. The situation Nigerians are in is dire. Many families cannot even eat a single meal. So that is why you will see that there's momentum for this product. More people are joining as the day go by. So Uzodinma and his colleagues in the APC should realize that this is not about any person sponsoring any protest. And so that is why I'm appalled by Wike and even Tinubu himself who are now trying to rope in Peter Obi and Ireti Kingibe, the senator for the FCT. Of course, we know that these are all moves towards 2027. They have not even managed the 2023 that they got themselves into office through falsehood. Because we know how they got into office, manipulation of results, and now they are in office. They can't even manage things. They are talking about 2027. They are strategizing towards 2027. They are going nowhere. If as long as they continue to keep Nigeria this way, Nigerians are ready to kick them out of office, if that's what it's going to take. So it is not about anybody sponsoring protest. Like people have said, this is hunger moving and uniting people. It is the people feeling the bad governance, the lack of sensitivity of the people, the corruption that have been unchecked in Nigeria. That is what is uniting people, and that is what is fueling this protest. And for Ireti Kingibe and Peter Obi, you people should not be afraid in any way. You should be unperturbed by the insinuations by APC, perturbed by the drive by Wike, the hatred of Wike to try to rope you into this. Do not be disturbed in any way. Nigerians are ready to go the long way, even in this fight. If they as far as come to arrest Ireti Kingibe or Peter Obi, then they should wait for the onslaught of Nigerians, because they should know that Nigerians are not happy. Nigerians are not, they are feeling the impact of the bad governance, the corruption, the insensitivity of the political class that has now accumulated over the years. They are feeling it. And so the anger has been unleashed right now. And the only way this anger can come down is for the government to come out and provide options that will take Nigeria out of this mess that's in right now. Lastly, I want to talk about the Chief of Defense Staff. Imagine a Chief of Defense Staff telling the media that he should not cover what is going on. You see, this again shows how exposed, or the extent of exposure of most of those who are in leadership positions in Nigeria. You see, the media is about reporting. The media is about reportage. And so it is what drives their business. That is their responsibility. They are there to inform the people. And this protest is not about anything evil. If it was something evil that the media was promoting, it's understandable if you say they should not report it. But you see, the interesting thing is that we have gone beyond the traditional reportage. Right now, with the video camera, with just your mobile phone, you can reach the world just as I'm doing right now. So you can reach the world. And so that is the beauty of the new media that we have today. Unlike those days when you used to have only TV channels and radio stations. So even if the mainstream media does not cover this protest, the social media, which is driving this protest right now, is well prepared to cover things. But even before the CDS came out with a statement, my own was to even commend the media, to commend you guys for the beautiful work you have been doing, because you have given full exposure, you have presented the position of both sides, the protester side and the government side. You have presented it even very, very well and objectively. So I commend you guys, especially the Arise TV, the Channels TV, and other channels that have been really giving live coverage to letting people see exactly what's going on right now. I'm also very happy to see the way these protests have gone on in Edo State, in Lagos right now, in Rivers, to see, especially in Edo State, where you see the people taking over a particular place and just play music and airing their views on different matters. This is how it's supposed to be. And so the voices of Nigerians are being heard. Even the state governor what's his name now? Obaseki even came there to address the people, just with along with the police commissioner for the state. They came to also address the people. So this is how it's supposed to be. So my dear people, let us remember this protest is not about destroying of any properties. It is on for us to drive home specific points which have been outlined to the government. It is now left for the government to go and look at what has been demanded and begin to act on them and let Nigerians see that these things have been addressed. And so let the protest continue. 3 days is gone, 7 days remaining, 1 week. So let more people, I call on all more Nigerians to join this protest, but let's ensure that it's peaceful. Continue to air your view, continue to express where you are feeling your pain since this government and even the one before has been in office. The disappointment you feel, the even solutions you feel that can move Nigeria forward, come out to express it, because at the end of the day, we are all looking forward to having a nation we can be proud of. We are looking forward to a nation like Nigeria should have been, because right now Nigeria has become a mockery because of the actions of a few greedy, primitively greedy human beings that have become leeches, bleeding the essence of life from out of our country. So I pray that this nation, at the end of the day, in our own lifetime, will see the kind of Nigeria that we desire. May God bless you, and we look forward to day 4 of the protest. See you in the next one. Amen.